Have you ever felt like people only come to you when they need something? Have you ever cancelled your own plans, your rest, your peace, just to help someone who forgets you the moment they're done? If you have ever felt this way, then this story is for you. Because sometimes, life teaches the hardest lessons through the people we care about. Once, in a peaceful little town surrounded by long green fields and quiet old houses, there lived a man named Elijah. Everyone in the town knew him. If someone's bicycle chain broke, they called for Elijah. If someone needed help carrying heavy boxes, they knocked on Elijah's door. If someone felt lonely and needed someone to talk to, they went straight to Elijah. And Elijah never said no. He would smile warmly and say, "Of course, I'll help." He believed that helping others made him a better person. People praised him for his kindness. But slowly, without even realizing it, Elijah's life stopped belonging to him. His garden remained half-cleaned. His windows stayed broken. His roof needed repairs. His own problems kept piling up. But instead of fixing them, Elijah was always out in the town, fixing everyone else's life. Every night, he came home tired, covered in dust and sweat. His mother would look at him with concerned eyes and say, "Elijah, my son, you help everyone. But why does no one ever help you?" Elijah would give a small smile and reply, "It's okay, Mom. One day, they will remember my kindness." But that day never came. One evening, the sky turned dark. Heavy winds began to blow. The people of the town rushed to protect their belongings before the storm arrived. Elijah ran out too. But not to save his own things. He ran straight to help his friend Marcus, whose tools and equipment were still outside. Together, they worked quickly, covering everything and moving it into safety. But Elijah's own garden, his furniture, his plants, were left completely exposed. Then the storm hit. Rain poured heavily. Winds roared through the town. And by the time Elijah returned home, everything he owned outside was destroyed. He sat quietly on the steps of his house, rain dripping from his face, staring at the mess that used to be his peaceful garden. His mother gently placed a towel on his shoulders and said softly, "Today, you saved everyone's things, except your own." Elijah said nothing. But deep inside, something broke. The next morning, tired and confused, Elijah walked to the edge of the town. There, near a calm flowing river, lived a wise retired teacher named Mr. Jonah. Elijah sat beside him and said, "Sir, I don't understand. I help everyone, but I feel empty. I feel tired, not from work, but from people. Why does kindness feel like it's breaking me?" Mr. Jonah looked at the river and spoke calmly. "Elijah, look at this river. It gives water to trees, to animals, to farms, to everything around it." He paused, then asked, "But when it rains too much, and the river loses its path, what happens?" Elijah thought for a moment and replied, "It floods and destroys everything." Mr. Jonah nodded. "Exactly. Kindness without boundaries becomes self-destruction." He looked directly at Elijah and continued, "You are kind, but you have no limits. You run everywhere for everyone, but nowhere for yourself. You think saying no is wrong, but sometimes, saying no is the purest form of self-care." Then Mr. Jonah gave him a challenge. For the next 7 days, do not say yes immediately. Pause. Ask yourself, will helping this person harm me? Will I lose my peace, my time, my energy? If the answer is yes, then say, not today. The next day, Marcus rushed to Elijah again. "Elijah, Please help me move something heavy. Elijah looked at his broken fence, something he had ignored for months. His heart wanted to say yes. But this time, he paused. He took a deep breath and said, "Marcus, I'm sorry. Today, I need to fix my own fence. I can help you later, but not today." Marcus stared at him in shock. "You're saying no?" Elijah nodded quietly. Marcus walked away, disappointed. Elijah felt a little guilty. But he stayed. And within hours, the fence that had been broken for months finally stood strong again. For the first time in a long time, Elijah felt proud of himself. Days passed. Elijah began saying no when he needed to. He started fixing his home. He cleaned his space. He took care of his own life. And something unexpected happened. People started respecting him more. Marcus began solving his own problems. Neighbors stopped depending on Elijah for everything. And Elijah? He became lighter, calmer, stronger. His garden grew beautifully. His home looked peaceful. And his face finally carried rest. One afternoon, Mr. Jonah visited him. He looked around at the clean yard, the healthy plants, and the calm smile on Elijah's face. Then he asked, "So, Elijah, did the world fall apart when you stopped saying yes to everyone?" Elijah smiled gently and replied, "No, sir. In fact, my world finally started coming together. And that is the truth. Saying no does not make you selfish. It makes you strong. It means you are choosing peace over pressure. Because your time, your energy, your heart are precious. And the world will only respect you when you start respecting yourself. If this story spoke to you, if you see a part of yourself in Elijah, then it's time to start choosing you. Learn to pause. Learn to protect your peace. Learn to say, "Not today." Because your life matters too. White right pointing backhand index. Follow and subscribe to Oaken Jonah for more powerful life stories, wisdom, and content that will change the way you see yourself and the world. Your growth starts here.